I'm sorry that I have not been very active in my YouTube and Instagram for the past few days because my father has just passed away. So yep, so been pretty busy with the funeral arrangements and things like that. So yep, just like to have a moment of silence for him, so that just hope that he can finally rest in peace. Okay. Okay, so yep, sorry about the very sad opening. Yep, so I've still been trying to gather myself, but I would like to make this video is because I know for the past few days there's a lot of toys news going on. Some are very excited, so I'm sorry that I can't share the same amount of joy, but I'm still excited about the news, which is why I'm making this video. So I hope you will forgive me if I do miss some important facts, or if I say something wrong and things like that, because I'm still not very quite myself right now, so I still need maybe some days to actually finally found myself again. Yeah, so I've been pretty much everywhere right now. Yeah. Okay, so the toy fair that I'm talking about is the New York Toy Fair, which I think was last week around weekends. Yep, so very excited because there are lots and lots of new announcements and lots of exciting pictures. Of course, I can't be there because I'm from far away. If it's held in my country, I'll definitely be there to do a live coverage for you guys. So all the pictures that you'll be seeing in this video, it does not belongs to me. Okay, lots of it I got it from my Facebook group. I know there are tons of it from Toy Art. Okay, and also there are also a bunch that I actually gotten from my a very kind YouTuber, which also inspired me to be what I am today, a YouTuber. He is E Rivera 92 if I'm not wrong. Yeah, you can check out his channel right over here. Great guy, very friendly. He taught me a lot in the YouTubing. Yeah, I actually learned a lot from his video. Okay, I would like to add on that whatever that you will be seeing right now in this toy news will be as to my best knowledge only, so they might not be as complete as for those of you who actually went to the toy fair, because I know that I might miss out some important info or some important upcoming products that was shown in the toy fair but it's not covered in my toy news. So I do apologize if I really missed something out that you guys might know. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, I'll be covering quite a number of toys from different brands. So I'll be covering the products from SH Figuarts, Mayfax, Masco, Storm Collectibles, NECA, Marvel Legends. There are a few more like McFarlane Toys and etc. There will be quite a few, so which is why I say this video I think will be long. So I hope you just grab a popcorn, maybe a bottle of Coke, just sit down and relax the show. Okay, so first up I will probably talk about the SH Figuarts, because they finally announced what is my missing pieces in my Iron Man collections, which is the Mark 1 that you can see right here. Yep, so this I've been waiting for this for quite some time now. As you guys know, I have actually have most of the armor except for a few. Yep, so they finally announced the Mark 1, which I've been very excited about. So before that, of course, we'll take a look at the they actually have an archive of all the marks that they have released. We'll go through that right now. Okay, so from what we can see, they have Mark 2 here. Okay, looking very nice, and of course followed by Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 5, one of my favorite, Mark 6, also one of my favorite, and Mark 7. Okay, very exciting. Okay, right up next is the Mark 20, which is the Phaeton, okay, as well as Mark 21, which is the Midas, okay, Mark 22 Hot Rod, Mark 33, this is also something that I've been waiting for, the Silver Centurion, which I think they will release this very soon. I'm very excited for them to announce this one. Followed by Mark 42, which is from the Iron Man 3. This is one of the armor that I haven't gotten yet. Then we have Mark 43 from Age of Ultron. Of course, Mark 44, which is the Hulkbuster. I didn't get that because it's kind of too big for me. Yeah, as you guys know, I'm running out of space. Followed by Mark 45, which is also how he appeared on at the end of Age of Ultron. Followed up by Mark 46, which is how he appeared in Civil War. Then right up next is the Mark 47, which is another piece that I didn't get because it actually comes together with the Homecoming Spider-Man, the homemade suit. And then we have the Mark 48, which is also the Hulkbuster version 2.0. Yeah, this is the another one that I didn't get. And right up next is the famous Mark 50, followed by the Mark 85, which is also the final battle version, which is yet to be released, but it will be released in a few months time. So right up next, we'll take a look at some of the pictures at the Toy Fair, which is about the Avengers final battle, the end game, which is will be coming out in the next few months. So we can see that there are of course Mark 85, the final battle versions, okay, looking pretty good, although the posture is a bit odd, okay. Then we can see the Iron Spider, okay, looking pretty good. Again, the posture can be better, okay. And also then we see the Captain America, of course, and this time I do notice he kind of look very white. It's like you're taking your figure and just rub it on the some sands. Okay, right up next we'll look into the Dragon Ball section, whereby we'll see at the first review for this Vegito Blue. Yeah, it's looking pretty good in this one, and I'm pretty sure some of you might remember, I think last year or last 2 years, they actually announced the same Vegito Blue. This is also a SDCC exclusive. Yeah, you can see it right now. So why do they make another? It's because they're actually using the new body for this Vegito Blue as opposed to the previous one. They're still using the very old body. So it's just a matter of upgrade. You can call it a 2.0 because it's a new body. And right up next, you can see some updated pictures of the Grade 8 Vegeta, which is also what we call the Ozaru. So they have some size comparison with the Vegeta as well as with Goku as well. So okay, and then right up next you can see some pictures from the Toy Fair as well, which is looking pretty good, and I just can't wait for it. I have already pre-ordered it. Have you pre-ordered yours? And also right up next we see this Captain Ginyu, which is one of my most reluctantly pre-ordered one because it's looking pretty good, and it is also the captain, so I just give it a shot. Okay, and the next picture you will see that they have a release date, which is July 2020, and the price is 66, I believe that's USD. So right up next we have the Jackie Chun, which is one that I didn't pre-order. Okay, so I think it has been some time that I actually skip a figure, and this is one of it. What about you? Do you pre-order him as well? Okay, right up next is the Ultra Instinct Goku, which is one that I'm still waiting for after the release of Jiren, because I think he will be a pretty good opponent to Jiren. This one looks pretty good to me so far, so I hope the final product doesn't disappoint. Have you pre-ordered yours as well? And at the same time, you can actually take a look and see that they have a release date of April, and also the price is 62 USD. Okay, so right up next we will go through Mayfax. Okay, so I believe quite a number of you are actually interested after watching the my toy news that I actually released I think last week. Yeah, so there are pretty much a lot of figures that's coming up from them. So it's of no surprise what I'll be talking right now will be related to those. Okay, so for the first one will be the Stealth Spider-Man, aka Night Monkey. So it has already been open for pre-order in Army, so I have already pre-ordered mine. I have another promo pictures that you can see, which looking again quite tempting. And then shortly after the Army open pre-order, you can see a more proper prototype pictures from them. So there are some standing pose, swinging pose, squatting pose that you can look at it right now, which is looking pretty good. I especially like the one whereby he shoot both of the webs from both his hand, looking pretty cool there. There will be one head for the shades to come up, okay, showing his inner eyes. I'm not sure whether there will be a separate head or they really allows the shades to be open, which I kind of doubt so. And then we will have the mask head of Tom Holland. Okay, there will be one with the shades and one without, so I'm not sure whether they allow the shades to be taken off or is it entirely two different heads. Okay, we'll see about that. Okay, the next picture will be the accessories that comes with it, pretty much standard, some webbings, and the you can interchange the shades. Okay, right up next we'll see the DC, which is of course the Joker. Okay, this Joker actually also open pre-order at the same time as the Night Monkey in Army. So there are some promo pictures which looks pretty okay. Yeah, I mean, for those of you who are big fans of it, yeah, I think you'll find this quite interesting, because I believe if I'm not mistaken, when they announced for the Dark Knight Batman, a lot of you are asking for this Joker. So Mayfax has answered your prayers. So you can see, to me, it's still not my kind of Joker. I think some of you actually asked for a head whereby there will be a batarang that shoot in his eye, and there you have it. You can see there. So but it does looks pretty odd to me, because there's no blurs or anything. It's just like, you know, it's like the batarang just grow out of his eyes, you know, and he's laughing. So it's supposed to be, you know, bloody. If I'm not wrong, I think in the comic or even in the show, is actually he have blurs out of it. I'm not sure. Okay, so it looks pretty odd, and I'm not going to pre-order it. So if for those of you who actually wish to have a review from me, I'm so sorry. And right up next, we will see some pictures from the toy fair that we can see the Dark Knight Returns Batman, looking pretty good there. Yep. Okay, and we can see the Hush Batman as well. Again, that one is never disappoint me. These two Batmans, I think, is quite a must-have for me. Okay, and right up next, I think this one is coming out soon, the Shazam from Mayfax. I actually pre-ordered this in Army, but I think somewhere along the line I actually canceled the pre-order. But who knows, when it comes out, I might grab it again, because it happened a lot of times whereby I cancel my pre-order, and then once it's out, I see some actual picture, then I got interested again, and I just order it again. Yep. Next one, I think this is the first from Mayfax. They're actually making some athletes, which is the Michael Jordan for basketball. I believe most of you know him. He's looking pretty good, I must say. Kind of remind me of the 1/6 scale Enter Bay Michael Jordan, which is pretty well done, I would say. Yeah, so for those of you who are basketball fans, I think this is a must-have. Okay, so right up next, we will talk about NECA. Okay, as you guys know, so far for me, the NECA best-selling, I think, is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle to me, because I feel that's their best-selling line, because they are really doing a very good job for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, especially the movie edition. So right up here, we will see some of the Ninja Turtle line, which is for the part 2 of the movie, which is The Secret of the Ooze. We will see these two very funny bad guys, which his name is Tokka and Raza. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. Yep, it's like as always, it actually looks really like out of the movie. It's really that good. Okay, so these two actually doesn't disappoint. You can see some very close-up pictures of them, which looking pretty good. Okay, yep, wow, it's amazing. And you can see there are some TGRI, what do you call that things, yeah, is filled with the ooze and also the donut, the box of donut which the turtle actually made to trick them into eating it, so that they will be transformed back to the animal that they mutated from.
Have another. Eat it. Yeah. Eat it. It'll be great. Get it.
And you can see they say that it will be released on the Q3 of this year. I think they didn't put any years there. I believe it's Q3 of 2020. And right up next, this is again, I think is something like a wish list. I wish to have a super shredder, and they made it. Okay, so it's looking pretty good here, I would say. Wow, you just look at the muscle and things like that. And from the pictures here, you can see it's also on Q3, so it'll be released on the same time as the two beasts now. And right up next, we will see back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 1. We have the 2-pack, which is Casey Jones and Raphael in disguise. So I've always wanted a disguise version for my turtles, but right now NECA is making it, so it sort of like, you know, answer my prayers that I actually wanted a Raphael in disguise. As for Casey Jones, to me he's not a must-have, but I think he looks pretty good in this picture. And right up next, we'll have a quarter scale Raphael, which is the cartoon version, looking pretty good there. It's kind of odd to see Raphael in this kind of laughing expression, because he sort of reminds me more of Mikey. There's a size comparison with the 6-inch scale. You can see how humongous it is. Okay, and then we can see some of the accessory that it comes with. It comes with a separate angry head, which is, like I say, it will suit Raphael, and the communicator, close and open, and of course, how can they miss a pizza, right? And then there will be a Back to the Future movie. I think there will be lots of fans who will be wanting it. So we have the ultimate Marty McFly, but this time it's a bit odd because they are not 6-inch scale, they are of 7-inch scale, so it will be slightly taller than your average collection of 6-inch. So, but it's looking pretty good though, I must say that. Wow, just look at the details on the clothing, as well as they also give extra head for the with the shades on, looking pretty good. And of course his skateboard, his signature skateboard, yep, can't miss that. And right up next, we'll have the Defender of the Earth, which is also a 7-inch scale. Yep, so I'm not really familiar with them except for a few of them, so we'll get a look into that. So first of all, from the far right corner, we start with that. We'll have the Mandrake the Magicians. Okay, I don't know who is this, but okay, it's just looking pretty okay to me. And the next one, of course, is the Phantom, which is, I think, the only one that I know. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Wow, just look at the muscle. Not bad. Okay, and then we have Flash Gordon. Of course, this one I think I know about this character from Ted, the bear Ted. Yeah, they always talk about Flash Gordons.
Thank Christ you made it.
Dude, I got 10 minutes. Where's Flash Gordon?
Okay, get ready. Hey Sam, this is the guy I was telling you about.
The Ming the Merciless, which looking pretty good, I would say, because it's of cloth cape. Yep, so I'm big fans of clothed cape. Yep. Lastly, we have Loader, which again, I don't know who the hell it is. Yeah, no no offense there, but I really have no clue on these characters mostly. Right up next, we'll take a look at some McFarlane Toys that usually I don't really care much, but looking at this is Spawn, because Spawn is one of my favorite, how do I put it, action figures or statue, because I grew up looking at those toy store. They have lots of Spawn statue, which most of the time looks pretty good. Very cool. Let's take a closer look. So wow, just look at the way that he stands. It just gave me the chill. It just looks so cool, my god. But they sort of call this the year 2020 upgraded edition of it. It's looking pretty cool with all the cape, you know, spread out, which is one of his iconic look. And one thing that I noticed is once you actually look closer into the character's body of this figure, you can see the lack of articulations, lack of joint, because the whole torso is actually sculpted. I don't see there's any gap or anything for articulation. So if I'm not wrong, the only articulation will be over the heads, hands and the legs. So the body, if you want him to, you know, bend forward or backward, or yeah, any turning, I believe it will pretty much be sculpted, so there will be quite limited of articulations in terms of that. And from the look of this picture, you can see that this will be released at the fall of 2020, and the price is not out yet, unfortunately. And right up next, we will take a look at another Spawn from McFarlane Toys. So you can see this one is actually it doesn't look as good as the previous one, but in terms of articulation, we can really see this one is really made for you to play with, because you can see all the body is actually have lines for articulations. Wow, so this will be pretty good. And we can see the box here, the very standard box that we can see. Okay, so for this one will be released at spring 2020 with the price of $19.99 USD. So kind of cheap though. Okay, I didn't expect it to be a $20 things. Yeah. Okay, so this will be the toy news for this video. I've covered SH Figuarts, Mayfax, NECA, as well as McFarlane Toys. There will still be some Masco, Marvel Legend, which is a big one, and Storm Collectibles, and there will also be some Hasbro as well. So stay tuned for my part 2 coming up pretty soon. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and of course leave me any comments below if you have any question about some of these releases. Don't ask me for the price, because most of it I have no clue. If I know it, I would have said it in my video just now. So I hope that you can understand that. Yeah, so I'll see you in my next updates. Bye.